I got your message, Commander. You have my attention. What's so dire that it demands a face-to-face meeting?
Thanks for trusting me. I believe that a Pact officer named Siska has been compromised by the enemy.
I know Siska. She filed an angry report about how you gave the order for mortar teams to fire on her soldiers.
I believe that's part of the setup. Someone tricked me into giving the order to fire. Then Siska sent me on a mission that turned out to be a trap. Her own troops will tell you she's acting strangely. All I ask is that you look into it.
I'll investigate. Your instincts have proven reliable so far. Come, walk with me while I gather my thoughts. We formed the pact so quickly. One of Zaitan's agents could have easily slipped in. But why? What does Siska gain from discrediting you? Why sacrifice her own troops? If she did use illusion, she's either a mesmer or in league with one. Mesmer magic is not my area of expertise, but I'll do what I can to get to the truth. Wait, that's an Orion Eagle. Why is it here so far from all? Surprises for us. I'm pinned down. Rally to me.
There's the power.
Status report.
No casualties. Minimal damage to the camp.
What's going on?
Undead grubs, Marshal. They're tunneling into the camp.
There's the power.
Only a fool would not see that the deeper we dig into the Siska question, the more danger we face. You've been the primary focus of these attacks so far, but it's clear that I am the real target.
That fits. If you can't trust me, or I'm dead, you lose your second in command. It makes you and the Pact more vulnerable.
And if the Mesmer is out to disrupt the Pact's chain of command, Zhaitan's forces must be planning a major assault. Fort Trinity is the most likely target. Conquering it now would be a huge setback to the Pact. We can't risk that. I'm calling in our forces. Meet me in Fort Trinity, and we'll prepare for Zhaitan's minions.
Any secrets you want to share?
Goodbye.
did that.
Over here.
Commander, good to see you. Marshal
The
Traherne
crate
is waiting.
orb we recovered is fascinating.
Up.
It literally
Keep those
prevents the
Zodiacs in
dead
line.
from rising again.
Pack needs
Then I
those
wish we
supplies.
had 100 of them. How does it work? Can we replicate it?
Not so far. The only thing we know for sure is that it's steeped in powerful magic.
As long as it works, we can figure out why it works when the war is over.
Zaitan's forces are coming. Why aren't the Asura gates functional?
I'm sorry, Marshal. We can't seem to isolate the problem.
It could be our proximity to ore. Or maybe we've got a saboteur.
This is critical. Without those gates, we're cut off from any reinforcements. Greetings, Commander. I was sorry to hear about Ton. He was a huge asset, and much admired.
Thank you, sir. The mission was a success, but that's small comfort to his loved ones. Or me. Ton was my partner, so I take full responsibility. That said, I see you've done well. Fort Trinity is certainly formidable, and from all the activity, I'd say it's growing even stronger.
It better be. We've seen a huge increase in undead activity while we've been constructing our defenses. I believe a major attack is imminent. All the signs are there. Our outermost defenses have suffered a series of probing attacks, and we've lost several long-range scouts. We recovered a powerful magical orb from the depths, and we have Ton's best explosives. But there have been some disturbing glitches in communication. Fort Trinity is not yet secure. Worst of all, our Asura gates are not functioning, and nobody can tell me why. Magical or mechanical failure, saboteurs, it's all very disturbing. I want you to double-check our defenses, starting with the lumber camp. They've lost a lot of workers, and we need that timber. You take point.
We're behind schedule. Traherne needs more lumber to strengthen our fortifications.
The last logging party we sent out is still missing. We have no idea what happened to them. Until we do, we can't risk sending any more.
All right. Organize a search party to find the missing loggers. Once we find...
There's the power. maximum.
Can always summon more.
There's the power.
Do not falter. We can defeat them.
There's the power. Getting help. Rage at maximum.
Get those cannons firing.
Rely on your knowledge.
Rage at maximum.
Come, Dragon. Off the cannons.
Totally
Brave,
destroyed.
speed.
We are defenseless.
We need to get back to the gate.
had the orb. They looked like packed soldiers, but then they changed. By the time I realized they were using illusions, it was too late. If they get the gates working, we'll lose them and the orb. We need explosives to get through.
I've got all the firepower you need. Tom made these bombs, and he's one of the best.
more than 100 years, all has been lost. Despoiled, corrupted, ruined by the presence of a dragon, an infection, withering the heart of Tyria. Fort Trinity symbolizes our determination. It stands as a mark of our unity against the dragons. From here, we will prevail. We will fight to rend the darkness with steel and flame, always looking toward the dawn. Our victory at Fort Trinity will show the world that we can strike against the dragons. When we are ready, we will prove that even in the Sanctum of Or, they are not untouchable. We can reach the dragon's lair in the heart of Or. We can assault Arad. We can destroy Zaitan before the dragon's infection claims us all. This battle is over. We can triumph. But the war has just begun. I'm glad we've got the dragon's attention. I want Zaitan to know the names and faces of those who will defeat it. Fort Trinity is secure for now. So if you have no objections, I'd like us to turn our attention to Siska. I know where she is. She's at the pack camp near Signal Peak. I'd like you with me when I confront her.
I wouldn't miss a chance like that, sir. She's tried to destroy us both, and I will see her answer for it.
Agreed. I'll wrap things up here and then meet you near the Signal Peak camp.
Can I get any better? Indeed, I can.